Since the dawn of time, humanity has sought to transcend its physical reality, to escape the weight of the mind, and to forget its troubles. We have long searched for ways to journey beyond the confines of ordinary life. Through rituals, meditations, and substances, we attempt to break free from the mundane and explore higher states of consciousness. Among the various means discovered, alcohol stands out as one of the most widespread. Today, it is both an agent of celebration and tragedy, a catalyst for creativity, and an avenue into oblivion. Despite its ubiquity in global culture, being produced, promoted, legalized, and consumed on an immense scale, most individuals do not pause to reflect on the deeper spiritual consequences of alcohol consumption. Today, we delve into these hidden effects and explore what happens to us when we drink. We will also examine what ancient spiritual traditions and great masters have said about the true nature of alcohol and its impact on the soul. The origins of alcohol. Kuhul. The history of alcohol is not simply the story of a chemical substance. It is woven into humanity's deeper quest for transcendence, alchemy, and connection with the divine. To understand alcohol in its fullest spiritual sense, we must first turn to its linguistic and philosophical roots. The term alcohol traces back to the Arabic word alcohol. Originally, alcohol referred to a fine powder used in cosmetics to darken the eyes, known today as kohl or kohl. However, this word held deeper meaning for alchemists of the time. For them, kohl represented not merely a physical substance, but an intangible essence, the soul of a substance. It referred to the spirit captured during alchemical processes, the very essence that could be distilled from the material world. In alchemical traditions, alcohol was seen as the volatile essence that separated from raw matter, symbolizing the spirit. This is perhaps why we still refer to alcoholic drinks as spirits today. The alchemists believed that alcohol embodied the separation of the raw, physical body from its higher, intangible counterpart. The sacred and the dangerous. Ancient civilizations and alcohol. The use of alcohol as a fermented beverage can be traced back to ancient civilizations. The Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks all revered alcohol, viewing it as a gift from the gods. In ancient Mesopotamia, wine and beer were integral parts of religious rituals, offering a connection to divine realms. The Egyptians associated wine with Osiris, the god of renewal and fertility. For the Greeks, Dionysus, the god of ecstasy and divine madness, was honored with wine. Yet alcohol's dual nature was recognized early on. It was celebrated as a means of divine connection, but also warned against by the sages and mystics of the time. Wine, for example, was said to reveal the true self, but only at the cost of obscuring reason and opening the door to dangerous influences. Alcohol and its spiritual consequences. The hidden impact. While alcohol has been revered and used in rituals, it is not merely a physical substance that affects the body and mind. It also interacts directly with the human energy field, often referred to as the aura. This energetic body is a reflection of our spiritual vitality and well-being. To understand how alcohol impacts us, we must explore the convergence of modern science and ancient spiritual wisdom. Esoteric traditions across cultures agree that humans are more than just physical bodies. We are energy in motion, surrounded by vibrational fields that interact with the universe. This energy field, or aura, reflects our mental, emotional, and spiritual state. When alcohol is consumed, it does not only alter the physical body by affecting the brain and liver, it destabilizes the energy body, creating cracks in the aura. According to the teachings of Rudolf Steiner, the founder of anthroposophy, alcohol weakens the spiritual self, making individuals more susceptible to external negative influences. These influences can manifest as negative thought forms, parasitic astral entities, or spiritual obsessions. These energetic gaps open the door to destructive forces, leading to mental confusion, emotional instability, and spiritual disconnection. This vulnerability is why many people report feeling lost, scattered, or disconnected after consuming large quantities of alcohol. Rather than staying centered in their true essence, they are adrift, like a ship without a rudder, tossed on stormy seas. This disconnection is most evident in the impact alcohol has on our chakras, the energy centers of the body. Alcohol's influence on the chakras. The effects of alcohol on the chakras, the energetic centers of the body, are profound and wide-reaching. Alcohol tends to overactivate the root chakra, the energy center associated with earthly pleasures, survival instincts, and material concerns. This overstimulation creates an imbalance by drawing attention away from higher pursuits, such as spiritual growth or wisdom. Simultaneously, alcohol weakens the crown chakra, the gateway through which we connect with higher consciousness and divine wisdom. When the crown chakra is impaired, we experience a disconnection from the divine, leaving us adrift in the material world. This imbalance results in the pursuit of immediate satisfaction from physical and material desires, while neglecting the deeper truths that lie beyond the physical realm. Spiritual warnings from great masters and Schiff of the world's great spiritual masters have spoken about the impact of alcohol on spiritual growth. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali stressed the importance of purity, both of mind and body, for accessing higher states of consciousness. Paramahansa Yogananda, in his autobiography of a yogi, described alcohol as an obstacle to spiritual realization, obscuring the light of the spirit and clouding the clarity required for true inner understanding. Even modern science offers insight into the neurological effects of alcohol. Neuroscience research shows that alcohol reduces activity in the frontal lobes, the region of the brain responsible for conscious decision-making, self-reflection, and introspection. When the frontal lobes are impaired, our ability to access higher states of consciousness and spiritual awareness is diminished. The collective energy and alcohol. The energetic effects of alcohol are not confined to the individual, but can influence the collective environment as well. When large groups of people consume alcohol in social settings, such as parties, concerts, or festivals, their individual energies intermingle, creating a chaotic, dense, energetic field. The vibration of the space drops, and people's behavior becomes more primal, disconnected from their higher selves. This is why many spiritual traditions advise avoiding environments where alcohol consumption is prevalent. Such spaces, while filled with joy and celebration, are often teeming with negative energies that can impact the collective consciousness. The illusion of freedom and escape. Why then do we continue to turn to alcohol, knowing its harmful effects? What lies behind this powerful allure that makes it such a prevalent part of human society? The answer lies in a profound disconnection from our true essence. Human beings have long sought ways to escape the confines of the physical world, to alleviate existential suffering, and to experience fleeting moments of joy and ecstasy. Alcohol, with its promises of freedom from pain, offers what seems to be a shortcut to happiness. It provides a temporary escape, a momentary lifting of burdens and anxieties, a brief surge of confidence and joy. But this escape is an illusion. The temporary relief alcohol offers is like a veil that hides the deeper truth. Alcohol does not liberate us. It merely leads us further away from our true selves. The craving for alcohol and other forms of escapism stems from the belief that external sources can fill the inner void we experience. Ancient philosophical traditions, such as the Hermetic tradition, teach that true freedom is found in reconnecting with our inner divinity, the unus mundus, the primordial unity that binds all things. Seeking external sources for happiness, as alcohol promises, only perpetuates the cycle of disconnection, illusion, and dissatisfaction. Mystical warnings on alcohol's spiritual impact. Throughout history, mystics, spiritual teachers, and prophets have warned about the dangers of alcohol and other intoxicants. Their warnings go beyond moralizing and are rooted in deep spiritual wisdom. In the Vedic traditions, alcohol is believed to diminish sattva, the quality of purity, balance, and harmony necessary for spiritual practice. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that a stable mind is essential for accessing higher planes of consciousness, and anything that disrupts this balance hinders spiritual progress. Similarly, Buddha cautioned against intoxicants in his teachings on the Noble Eightfold Path. For him, anything that clouds the mind and disturbs mental clarity obstructs the ability to perceive ultimate truth. In many Buddhist communities, alcohol is avoided as part of the ethical discipline, or sila. Even in Christianity, alcohol occupies a unique place. Wine symbolizes the blood of Christ in the Eucharist, a central act of communion and spiritual connection. However, the early Christian saints, including St. Augustine, warned of the dangers of excessive consumption. Augustine viewed drunkenness as an act of self-destruction, pulling individuals away from introspection and divine grace. In the Sufi tradition, Rumi used wine as a metaphor for divine love, intoxication from the presence of God. However, he cautioned against the literal use of wine, which could lead seekers away from spiritual awakening. For the Sufis, true ecstasy is not derived from physical substances, but from the soul's connection to the divine. The journey of liberation. How do we break free from the cycle of alcohol consumption and spiritual disconnection? Liberation begins with awareness. The first step is to recognize alcohol's impact on our body, mind, and spirit. This awareness is the spark of transformation, the beginning of true change. Spiritual practices such as meditation, yoga, prayer, and conscious breathing help restore balance to the body and mind. They strengthen the energy field and reconnect us with our true essence. As we cultivate inner silence and stillness, emotional wounds begin to surface and heal. In this process, we discover that the peace and happiness we seek are already within us, waiting to be realized. Reconnecting with nature and inner peace. Another important aspect of liberation is reconnecting with nature. Alcohol disrupts our natural harmony, but spending time outdoors in nature can help restore balance. The Earth's energy is purifying and can help release toxins from the body, mind, and spirit. Furthermore, cultivating gratitude is a powerful antidote to the emptiness we seek to fill with substances. When we express gratitude for what we have, even the smallest things, we begin to appreciate the richness of the present moment. This practice connects us to the abundance of life and dissolves the feeling of emptiness that fuels our dependence on external substances. Conclusion: the path to true freedom, breaking free from alcohol, is not just about giving up a substance. It is about embracing a new way of being, a way that is aligned with our true nature and connected to the divine essence within. This transformation requires intention, dedication, and a commitment to living in balance with the universe. True liberation is found not in external escapes, but in reconnecting with the light within. By walking this path of spiritual growth, we not only free ourselves from addiction, but also embrace a life filled with clarity, joy, and true freedom. The question remains: are you ready to step beyond the illusion, to reconnect with your essence, and to walk the path of true awakening? Thank you for joining me on this journey.